Hi, this is Neil Dugan. I'm out here in the garden today, and I'm going to be talking today and over the next 30 days about my journey with depression, and also tips and tricks that I've actually developed out of the experience that I've had, and what can be done running forward for yourself around depression and anxiety, other things that go with it. So why am I filming this actually out in the garden, this particular place? Well, behind me is the chicken run, and in the chicken run we've got a particularly confused rooster. The rooster really doesn't quite realise that he's a rooster, or at least up until a few weeks ago he didn't even have that kind of inclination, because he was brought up with a whole lot of hens, and everybody here thought that he was a hen as well. I must have, when I first saw him about 2 months ago, I thought, crikey, that's a very large and very long-legged chicken. But Babaloo, as he's called, was definitely thought of as a chicken. Now, Babaloo actually still decides that he wants to get in the nesting boxes, so he gets in and tries to actually sit on the eggs, which is very odd behaviour for a rooster. And he allows himself, even though he's twice the size of the other chickens, to be picked. So he's right at the very bottom of the pecking order. So he's clearly the youngest, and there you can see him. So he's the white guy sitting in there, and the two ginger hens, they are well and truly capable of putting Babaloo into his place. So why am I here talking about chickens and roosters and that kind of stuff? Well, for me, one of the big issues around depression and anxiety and so on came because of my own confusion. So I had, not that I was quite so confused as Babaloo is, but there was all kinds of confusion going on in my life. And the very first step that I took to actually managing to address depression in my own life was to look at all of the areas where there was confusion sitting. And so in my own case, it was to do with what my purpose was, what was really turning me on, what was switching me on, what put the fire in my belly, in terms of business activities and that type of thing that was going on, and indeed, what I could actually do to relate better to people, so all the people that are around me. So confusion is the very first thing that I want to address and actually talk about. So what are the tools and tips? What can you do about managing confusion? What you need to do is you need to think to yourself, you're starting to feel sad, or you're feeling down, or things are becoming a bit oppressive. What you need to be thinking of at that moment is, what areas of confusion am I allowing actually into my life? So where is the confusion coming from? So I'm going to leave you with that, and tomorrow we're going to talk further about depression and my role through it, and my run with it, and how I've actually come to be able to manage what was a very severe case of clinical depression without drugs, and just being able to actually work on these things. So I look forward to talking to you further. Have a look on this page. We've got some information about some upcoming webinars which are free. You get lots of information, lots of tools and tips on that. And in the meantime, look out for the next video, so the next part of the 30-day challenge. So thanks for watching. Bye.